A 16-year-old girl was assaulted by her teacher for wearing a Women for Trump button. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, and today on Twitter.com as well as the Daily Wire. So, Trump derangement syndrome is a real thing. Trump derangement is when you're so brainwashed, where you're so anti-Trump and you're so anti-Republican, that you absolutely lose your mind and proceed to act like an animal and attack people and berate people and harass people. And it looks like, here, Charlie Kirk says, unhinged, a 16-year-old girl was assaulted by her teacher when she allegedly tried to rip her Women for Trump button off her shirt. If a Republican teacher ripped off a Bernie button, the media would be all over this story. Retweet so they can't ignore this, and yes. The mainstream media, CNN, NBC, ABC, all those other news agencies, none of them are reporting on the story. None of them. I actually Googled it. Teacher assaults 16-year-old female student over Trump button. And you know what I found? No major news medias are covering it. The only thing Google pulls up is some older story. So Google obviously doesn't care. The mainstream media obviously doesn't care. But this happened. This is a real story. It's not that old. It's still breaking. So maybe they will cover it, but I don't know, my friends. Somehow I doubt it because it doesn't fit their anti-Trump narrative. Now, before we watch this video and get some more details on the story, a quick word from this month's sponsor, unsilencedvoice.com. Unsilencedvoice.com is a free speech platform where you can post dank memes and you won't be silenced simply for having different opinions. Unsilencedvoice.com. Join today. So let's see this video here.
Good evening. A high school student in Mason turns to the police, claiming a teacher assaulted her during school hours.
She claims it happened because she supports President Donald Trump. News 10's Rachel Sweet is here now with details.
Sadie Earegood told me a teacher assaulted her when he ripped her Women for Trump pin off her chest.
I was really shocked that a teacher especially would do that.
16-year-old Sadie Earegood says the teacher started it by saying he didn't like the pin she was wearing.
And he's talking about the Women for Trump pin.
So, they're so deranged. These leftists, these liberals, these so-called paragons of virtue and peace are so violent. They're so animalistic. They're so out of control. And we've seen it time and time again. I've even covered it on this channel of leftists and liberals freaking out, spazzing out at the mention of Trump, at the mention of anything. MAGA hats, support for Trump. They go crazy. How dare you wear that pin? How dare you, woman? You should know your... I mean, do you realize? Do you realize how domineering this is? That man, that male, was telling this girl what to do? She's a strong, independent woman. If she wants to wear the pin, she can wear the pin.
And I said, that's fine. You don't have to like it. We can have our...
Big government sucks. I agree. Good on ya. Taxation is theft.
Opinions.
Earegood says after that, he tried to take the pin from her.
And he grabbed it and he pulled, and I tried to push his hand away, and he grabbed my shoulder and just kind of put his hand there and then started pulling more and more, and I just started backing up.
Earegood.
So this could easily be classified as sexual assault. It's plainly assault for sure. This is assault. Like, it's textbook. I remember reading about it once. And actually, assault isn't, oh, he punched me. Assault is you putting your hands on someone without provocation and assaulting them. It's classified as an assault. You can't just put your hands on anyone. So most of the time, especially when you see videos of like Trump supporters or someone wearing a MAGA hat, they get assaulted all the time, okay? Because people put their hands on them. They try to steal their hats. They touch them. That is assault. Okay, the liberals, they think they can just get away with it. They think that, oh, we can do it because Trumpers are evil. They're so brainwashed. And it amazes me that they can't see that they're exactly what they claim to hate. Because they talk a lot about hate. They say hate is bad, which is stupid. Imagine if you couldn't hate. Imagine if you couldn't hate a serial killer. Imagine if you couldn't hate a criminal. There's a common misconception that negative emotions are unnecessary, but it's the same with fear. People are like, you shouldn't feel any fear. But imagine if people felt no fear. They wouldn't look both ways before crossing the street. They'd be getting hit by cars. It is necessary. But not only that, these leftists, these liberals, they're always saying, oh, we don't we're against hate. We're fighting against hate. But they are so full of hate. So full of hate for right-wingers. So full of hate who's slightly right of Stalin. So much hate towards Trump supporters.
Says the teacher took the pin off her shirt and put it on his own upside down, stating that it belonged that way. Mason Superintendent Ronald Javitsky wouldn't speak on camera, but he gave a statement saying, quote, "Once we have a complete understanding of the situation, we will take appropriate action," unquote. Earegood and her mother want more.
We filed a police report after school that day, and basically the cops are gonna do an investigation.
Mason Police Chief Don Hansen confirms his department is looking into a report of an alleged assault on December 5th. Sadie Earegood says she just wants people to know that she won't be silenced and will continue to show her political views.
I just want him to know it's not okay to do that. I want this to be a learning experience for other teachers, and I'm not going to stop wearing my political stuff.
The Mason Board of Education is scheduled to meet tonight. We'll be there and we'll tell you what board members are saying about the incident.
She needs to press charges. She needs to nail this person and put it on his record, okay? Because he deserves it. Now, I've always been the type of person who believes we should live in a world where people get what they deserve. And that isn't entirely negative. I think if you're a good person, you should get good things. I think if you're a bad person, well, you know, it's self-explanatory. People should get what they deserve. This man deserves to be charged. That's why I love that scene from the new Joker movie so much, you know? You get what you fucking deserve. It's a good scene. It's a very good scene. So no need for profanity, says disgraceful. Keep politics out of education. Teachers' unions need to go so bad teachers are fired. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Teachers' unions are a disgrace. They completely and utterly protect bad teachers, teachers who do stuff like this, assaulting children for their political views, attacking them, this is an assault. Literally. They kept saying alleged, but no, this is a classic assault. As long as she presses charges, this guy's probably gonna get nailed or something. If he gets away with it, then oh God. People should get what they deserve. Are you seeing why I have this philosophy? People should get what they deserve. That is the world I want to live in. Okay, because we don't live in a world with karma. Karma's not real. Good people lose all the time, bad people win all the time. So Sporting Stitches says what I said, charge the teacher of assault on a minor. Should be fired immediately. Exactly. Charge him. Press charges. She's in every right to do so. There's probably plenty of witnesses who will back her up. The teacher put their hands on someone. Focus on Truth says, I was once a high school principal. This would never be allowed regardless of political affiliation. This is an assault on a student. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. Okay, so here, MissTillFan79 says, liberal indoctrination in our public schools at its finest. She has every right to wear that. It's her constitutional right. Teacher needs to be fired and not allowed to ever teach again. Her parents need to all over the administration for this behavior. The left has become so brainwashed, okay, because so many of the mainstream... Let me ask you this, first of all. There's all this talk about how bad Trump is and how he's big. Orange man bad. Orange man bad. Orange man is the baddest man ever. Let me ask you this. People loved Obama. Everybody loved Obama. The mainstream loved Obama. The system loved Obama. But let me ask you something. If someone is good for the elites, if someone is good for the globalists, if somebody is good for the corrupt politician, if somebody is good for them, they're going to praise them. What did they do to Obama? They praised him. If somebody's bad for them, maybe like JFK or, I don't know, Donald J. Trump. If somebody is bad for the rich, corrupt elites, they're gonna trash him every day. So what is the mainstream media doing? They're trashing Trump. They're trashing him constantly. They're filling people's heads with all of this hate. So let me ask you this. Isn't this proof that Trump is the good guy? Now, I don't agree with everything Trump does. I have my criticisms of Trump. It's very real. But he's clearly the good guy, because only the good guy could be hated by the corrupt, rich elites. And only the rich, corrupt elites could get all of the media to constantly bash him. So Obama must have been really good for the corrupt. Might explain why the country went to shit under his rule. So this student's name is Sadie, and the teacher's name is Mr. Kato. Kato allegedly told the girl he didn't like her pin. He's talking about the Win for Trump pin, and I said, that's fine, you don't have to like it. We can have our opinions, she recalled. But that's when he assaulted her. That's when he put his hands on her. Okay, so she did make a criminal assault and larceny report against a teacher. That's good. First Amendment gives everyone the right to express their freedom of speech. Exactly. I would never turn away someone for their political affiliation. If a socialist wants to give me money, I'll take the money. I've heard from people that from time to time they'll get political ads on my videos, like Bernie Sanders video, like ads. I will happily take his socialist money. He's redistributing the wealth to me. But you know what, my friends, that's pretty much this story. I think it goes without saying, the mainstream media are cowards and corrupt. They are just pawns of the rich, corrupt elite. They're actually the rich, corrupt elite themselves. They're such cowards. They refuse to cover stories like this, where a teenage girl is attacked by her teacher simply for wearing a pin. Sadie, I salute you. Wear your pins, wear your hats, and stand proudly. It's called freedom of speech, but that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this, frankly, kind of crazy story? I mean, we've got teachers attacking teenagers now. Students in school. They're so deranged. They're so brainwashed. Be sure to let me know what you think. Now, as always, if you like the content and want to support it, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar for as low as $1. If you do join, you do get access to Fight Club, a private Discord server. Just remember to hook up your Discord account to your Patreon or Subscribestar account. You will receive a automatic invite. If you have problems with it, you can message me, but it's a lot easier if you just hook up your Discord account to those websites. Sharing the video is also vastly appreciated. It helps people see stories like this. I mean, grown adults attacking teenagers. Next thing you know, they're going to attack children. These people are deranged. They have no sense. Thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.